Okay, so hi guys, it's been a year maybe since I uploaded my last video. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. So I thought I wanted to get I actually wanted to do some anatomy and I thought that it'd be great warm up to continue my Drawbox lessons. Maybe I will finish them before I die. Who knows? So I'm just gonna get right on it. In the description you have all the links necessary. And if you want to follow along with me, that'd be great. This time, as you've heard from my previous lesson, I've moved houses, so the washing machine is no longer like next to me, so you won't hear it anymore in my videos. Um, yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. So I needed to do 2 pages of these ellipses. So I'm just gonna get to it. I'm not using anything. I'm just using the pen tool to mark the divisions, make them as loopy as I can so I have different spaces for the ellipses I need to do. Yeah, that one was terrible. And now I am going to select another color. You probably might not see the color picker because the OBS is not capturing the window, but right now all I have is a, maybe it's here, and that way you guys can see it because I usually just pick it from my hotkeys. Yeah, well, anyway, all I've done is just switch colors, and I'm just gonna make it a little brighter. Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna ellipsify away. I'm trying not to keep my arm too tensed up. I'm not making this with my wrist. I'm trying to make them from my elbow to my shoulder. And I'm trying not to think about the episode I just watched of It's Okay Not to Be Okay. I just started it like right now. And I want to focus on my ellipses, but I can't stop thinking about it. These look more like circles instead of ellipses. So I'm going to try to make this bigger so we can occupy more space. I see. It looks like I like to make them like this. Like this is my, instead of like this or like this. Looks like I do it more comfortably pointing from here to here. Like the major axis is like that. So for the heck of it, I'm gonna try to do it the other way around. So it's different instead of me going into autopilot. It's a little harder for me to do it with the major axis pointing the other way. Just came out more like a circle. Oh, look, circles. No, no circles. We want ellipses. My ellipses do look like they're a bit squashed. Especially I'm not rounding them off very well up here. So I'm gonna try to be more conscientious about that. Conscientious. Conscious. It's one of those two. Oh, wait, I didn't put my timer on. I'm using this timer that, one second. Uh, Drawbox lessons, Drawbox lessons. I'm using a timer that I've always liked to keep track of the amount of time I have stylus to tablet. and it helps me keep track of how many hours I'm practicing a week to see if it's enough or not. And especially makes me more conscious about the fact that if I'm drawing, I shouldn't be browsing the internet or looking at my phone or looking at social media or checking back 2 seconds after I've posted something to see if it receives any kind of attention or validation. So when I have the timer running, it forces me to just do what the timer is accounting for, because then otherwise I feel like I'm cheating. And before that, I used to do it with a watch. With uh, I start off with a $10 watch from Decathlon. A couple years later, I moved up to an Ionic, and recently there was the amazing Lightbox Expo line, and I believe it was Jamila. Yes, Jamila. She commented in one of her talks that she uses an app called Toggle. And boy, has it been a game changer. Because it gives you, like, it keeps track of everything. I used to, like, write it down and, like, add it so I could know how many hours a week I've been doing. And it was so bothersome to keep track of that. And this thing just, it updates with the website, and you can just download, like, reports of the week and the month. And it is amazing. Like, it's saving me a lot of time. And the bad thing is I need to have the phone nearby to turn on, and having the phone close by sometimes is a bit of. I'm trying to make the ellipses up and down now. When I make them, having a bit of. There we go. Having the phone close by is not the best for me because I'm weak, and I will look at TikTok or Instagram or check a million times on my tweet to see if it got like one like. So I kind of like having the phone far away from me to avoid temptation. But because Toggle is an app, I kind of have to have it close by so I can start and stop whenever I'm drawing. Um, but I'm trying I just turned the Wi-Fi off. So like there's no internet on the phone. These are coming out more like circles, and I'm like invading the space. But I'm trying to do this one's straight. That was nice. So I'm gonna try to make them like slanted this way. Yeah, something like that. You see how it's not rounding very well. Like I just finish it like a quick check. So I'm trying to deliberately make the tip rounder when I finish the lips. Now I'm gonna try to make the major axis straighter. And for me, this is just I'm trying to warm up my arm before I go do some schoolism homework for anatomy exercises and measurement. The exercise is to look at pictures and using the pen technique, try to copy. Well, in this case, it's not that exactly. This is to try to copy and figure out the anatomy, like shorthand, the chest, like the rib cage area, the head, the hips, the joints, all that fun stuff. I feel like this direction is comfortable for my arm, and it looks like the ellipses come out less squished at the top, so I'm going to do the opposite one. I do tiny ones here. They gotta be ellipses, not circles. Mm. So if you're doing these lessons and you have me on the background, comment them and share them. You can find me anywhere in the World Wide Web by my nickname, which is Shaymore. And if I'm not mistaken, I chose that nickname a couple years ago because my name, which is Johanna, kind of hard to use that as a username without having to put like your birthday or something behind it because everybody has it. So I chose Chayamore, which is well, I could be wrong, but I was looking up how you pronounce T, or how not pronounce, how you say T in other languages, and I found that in pronunciation wise, Chayamore was green tea, which is a tea I absolutely love. So I thought it was very adequate, and I like the name. So I picked it, and it's been very nice because in all the sites I've gone on, nobody has that name. So now it's kind of stuck with me, and I guess it'll stay with me. my, I'm moving my wrist a little bit right now. Oh, you know what I haven't done? That. So I'm gonna do this one. Woof. This one feels weird. So to keep, I'm not doing this with the fingers. I'm not doing this with my wrist. I'd say most of it is, I don't know. It's part of my shoulder, part of my wrist, which is, I feel like my forearm, I guess it's the right word, it becomes tight. Not my hand. My hand, the way I grip the stylus, it's weird. I've never held pencils properly, and I just hold them like I do, and it kind of helps because I don't tighten my hand around it. But I feel like my forearm muscles, the more I concentrate and try to do proper ellipses, the more it tightens up. Sometimes I do have a bit of pain in regards to that, so at night I sleep with a hard brace for my wrist, and sometimes if I feel like it's hurting a little bit, for my elbow. And it does help because that way my wrist stays in the same. Oh, this one was terrible. I don't like it. I'm gonna do it again. Mm. They're like they look like misshaped eggs. That one's better. It's like when I do them horizontally, I don't match the start point. See, I don't finish it in time, so I need to be. I try to make the circle a little slower. Try and make it match up. Yeah, that was too elongated, too pointy. I'm gonna try to make some straight ones. Let me check the. I know you don't see it in the screen, but I'm just checking the exercises to make sure I'm doing this right, just in case, because it's been so long. So yeah, they're supposed to be ellipses. Mine don't look very good, so I need to do a better job of it. Oh, and I can mix them with circles. So let's take a little break, and I'm going to mix them with a little bit of circles. Big circles. Yeah. I tend to my circle goes like this. Like that's the trajectory. I'm gonna spice it up. I'm gonna do it the other way. See what that feels like. Not bad. Not bad at all. It does feel nicer on my arm to do it the other way. Like it's like a bit of a shock. Not bad. So now I'm trying to start so I usually start the end point like that in that corner, like upper left corner. So I'm trying to do this start point of the circle on the bottom to see how that goes. I don't really like it. I feel like my hand's tightening up. So I'm gonna keep it to what I know. Who knew there could be so many ways of doing circles? Oh, look, I'm not matching the start. There you go. I'm not matching the start point very well. Like a weird shaped circle. There you go. And also, I invade. Look, if you let me change the color. If, Ugh. I'm invading like the other circles space. So I'm gonna try to do some big ellipses now. So yeah, and even with the ellipse, my start point tends to be in the upper left corner. So I'm gonna try starting my ellipse on the bottom and see. Oof, feels terrible. Feels weird. Yeah, no, I don't like it. How about the other way, like that? Oh, comes out completely mishaped. I do not like it at all. Hmm, that's terrible. Yeah, it looks like with the circle, I can start in either left or right, and I don't feel too bad about it. But when it comes to the ellipse, it looks like I need more training to be a bit more diverse about it. Oh, that was a nice no, terrible circle. Nice. So I'm gonna do one in one direction, one in the other direction, just to spook up my brain. I'm just not trying. I'm trying to change it a little bit so I can keep my brain entertained and for it not to suddenly go into autopilot. Because what's the point of doing this if my brain's not concentrating? By concentrating, I mean I want my brain to think, okay, hand, try to follow what your eyes are seeing. And if anyone's curious, I'm not using um, like a an on-screen tablet, not an iPad, not a Cintiq. I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro that I got on sale, and otherwise I would have gotten it on. It was a very nice sale on a wonderful schoolism event last year. It was unexpected buy, but the way the sale was. I mean, I knew I wanted to upgrade from my previous Wacom Draw because I've been using it for a while and I kind of wanted to get a tablet that would accept tilt for the pen. Funny thing is about that the regular basic pen that the Wacom Intuos Pro comes with doesn't detect tilt, and I was like, well, that kind of sucks. So I'm saving up to get one of those pens. Maybe for Christmas I'll get one of them. I don't know. I still got a few nibs to go on this one, and so much stuff. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, that I use Wacom tablet, and while many people, I mean, I haven't used. The only time I've ever used a Cintiq is on the schoolism events because they always have a very nice team of Wacom representatives. My tongue. They usually have a wonderful team of Wacom representatives who are very kind, and they always bring out the Wacom goods, and you can like try them out. And usually you just have to make sure that you're in line because everybody wants to try them. And that's been like the few times I've touched a Cintiq. I thought it was okay. I didn't. In all honesty, I've gotten used to that weird feeling of disassociation. Oh, because when you draw with a tablet that doesn't have a screen, your hands actually, you don't see your hand. It took me a while to get used to that, but once I got used to it, I like it. I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion or not, but I really do like it. The first thing I noticed when I touched a Cintiq for the first time was how much space my hand and my forearm occupy. And I'm so used to being able to see the entire screen without a hand there to distract me because obviously my hand's nowhere to be seen, that it was kind of weird to go to the Cintiq. Not that it's bad. I'm sure that if I had one, I used it every day, I would be like a hardcore fan of it. But for personal budget, Wacom Intuos Pro is a lot cheaper and they last a lot of time. So, I mean, I have nothing to complain about. I love my tablet. I do, I am very fortunate and lucky enough that my dad bought me an iPad 2 years ago to to draw. And I love it. I love using Procreate. I love it because I can, when I go visit family, I don't need to take, like, before when I used to visit family, I would have to make sure I had some kind of Laptop, I could connect my tablet to, I have to take the laptop, the tablet, make sure that my Clip Studio Paint brushes, like take them from my PC, then put them into the tablet, update everything. And it's so much nicer to have the iPad when I go visit family because I don't live in the same, unfortunately, I don't live in the same country as they do. So when I do get a chance to visit them, it's extremely comfortable to be able to take the iPad and not ever stop drawing. And it always helps me because I can, like in the flight, I am so entertained because I'm drawing the whole time or reading. So, yay, iPad. But I do understand it's a very pricey device. I mean, I had to trade like birthday plus Christmas present and not ask for anything else for a while, which I'm fine with because I really wanted it. So thank you, Dad. Poor Dad. It was his birthday last month, and he enjoys. I don't think he's an amateur wine drinking. I'm not a wine drinker. I don't like the taste. Um, he likes it very much. I mean, like beyond just any, like he's done his little, like his studies. I'm not sure. Like he did a workshop to be able to understand how you're supposed to drink it and to differentiate between good ones and bad ones. And I was excited to get him a present. I usually get it online because we don't live in the same country. Turns out I messed up and I got him. I mean, I spent my money on it and I felt bad about it, but what can I do? I thought it was like this cool wine. It's not cheap. And I was like, yeah, he's gonna love it. And when he got there, he sent me a text. He was like, gee, thanks. And I was like, why aren't you excited about the present? He's like, well, it's not alcoholic. Like, it's got no alcohol. What is this? And I just laughed my butt off. I was like, I fucked up. Oh well. I'm sure my sister enjoyed it. I'm done. My second page of ellipses. Woo! So momentarily, I am going to, like, you won't see it on the screen because OBS is capturing only Clip Studio Paint. Um, so what I'm gonna do instead is let you enjoy a pretty illustration I did for a Fitbit. Lovely Fitbit. Look at it. I have this on my wrist, guys. It's so pretty. I love it. I really liked how it came out. It makes me feel so Halloweenish. Um, I just wish I should have done it in a bigger size so I can put it up on my well, doesn't matter. I love it. I think it's so cute. It's so Halloweenish. It's adorable, and it's on my wrist for Fitbit. And as soon as it's free, I'm gonna post it. But anyway, I'm deviating from the subject. I'm gonna go. You're not gonna see it, but I'm gonna be on the internet. I'm looking at the second page. So the next part after doing my 2 pages of ellipses, oh, poop. So, and this next part, I was supposed to keep the planes from lesson one, which I totally deleted because I'm a neat freak and I like to delete things. Shoot. So I needed the ellipse. Hmm. What are we gonna do? Do I have to draw the planes again? So, okay. Here's what the next exercise does. So I'm gonna delete these. So a long time ago, like we did this, like those planes, right? And we did that. So this next exercise, so if you ever want to draw a circle in perspective, it's a lot easier to draw the plane the ellipse is on in perspective, and then you draw the ellipse because this dot, this dot, this dot, and this dot. If you like nicely, not like if you connect them in a pretty way. Let me do it like this. More confidence. If you connect them, right, there's your ellipse, and then you would you would like delete the plane, and then you just have the pretty ellipse. But because I'm a poopster and I did not draw My planes. Trying to think what I can do. Well, we're gonna use handy dandy Clip Studio Paint, so that's why we have it. So I'm gonna go to layer, mm, ruler frame, create perspective ruler, 2 points perspective. Make it something like that. So like that. I think that's like a 24 millimeter. Anyway, like that. I'm gonna make it show this. And now if I go to my here, no, not this one, rectangle, and I follow, see this button up here, I'm gonna follow the perspective grid. Or no, maybe it's easier to do it with the rectangle. Let me see. Yeah, perfect. So I'm using the rectangle tool, and I'm just gonna have cool all. See the perspective? That's a weird perspective. That's the one I want. Like that. And this ruler tool is amazing. And now this way I can have my all the little tiny one. Oh no, that was not good. If you guys, I know this is a lot like if you're using um if you're using Photoshop, I know that it doesn't have something like this and you'd have to draw it out. So what I'm going to do is once it's done, I'll make it full screen and you guys should just, you can take a picture of it, for example, and just put it on, just import it, cut it out, and then just put it as multiply? Yeah, multiply, I guess. And then you can have that and then draw on top of it. And that way you don't have to draw it either. In case you are a freak like me and decided to delete everything because I like deleting stuff. Happens to me with emails all the time. I see an email, I read it, I'm like, okay, its purpose is done, and then I delete it. And then my boyfriend gets grumpy at me because I've deleted the email. But I kind of like deleting. Feels good. It's like cleaning. There you go. That's a lot of. I'm trying to fill up all the space possible. I mean, truth, for a rough sketch, you'd probably draw it, but it is true that when I usually draw them. But um, if it's like a really neat illustration, I do just draw the lips. And so, because if I take, for example, if I take the lips tool in Clip Studio Paint, I can draw the lips already. See, in perspective, like I don't need to do it by myself. There you go. See how perfect that is? See how it matches what I said? See? Touch, 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 touch. And that's what we're trying to emulate, but not by cheating with the ellipse tool. Yeah, it's cheating. I don't want to cheat. Let me change the perspective so I can see what it looks like below the horizon line. I kind of need that little grid because it helps me follow the path that I want for the. Oh, that one's gonna be hard. I was gonna do that. I'm an idiot. Do a nice easy one here. There. What I'm doing. So on the front, from here. It's fine. So here. I think that's plenty, right? I'm checking to see how many pages I'm supposed to do of these. It says. Oh, sorry. Other bookmarks. I'm sorry. I know you're not seeing it on screen, but I'm just browsing on the Drawbox site to see how many pages. Oh Lord, it's 2 field pages of this thing. I'm not gonna finish this today. There's no way. Yeah, so I'm supposed to do 2 whole pages of this. So yeah, so let's start with the first one, and I'll probably end the stream and then do the other one some other time because we've been at this for 25 minutes, guys. I think that's plenty of a warm up. Kind of hungry now. Ah, sorry. Is that enough? Can you see it? Should I make it redder? Redder. Redder. I don't know what happens to my voice sometimes. Okay. Let me lock the planes. I should put a name on it. I'll probably reuse this once just flipped upside down onto the right for the second page. Oh, this is gonna be tough. So I'm supposed to hit it somewhere like here. So um, there we go. Yeah, I shouldn't eyeball it. I should actually just like I should do this because then I know this is the middle and this is the middle. But I'm gonna bother. Okay. I guess this one's gonna come out. Yeah. So the square, obviously, if the plane is not, if the plane is a square, what do you think you're gonna get? A circle. So if you ever want a circle in perspective, draw a square plane, and you'll have a circle. Just draw the circle on top. Or if you have awesome drawing tools like Clip Studio Paint does, then you can just use those tools to speed up your time. But I mean, nonetheless, it's good for all of us to do this exercise more than anything for the. So yeah, you might notice I like to zoom. I'm trying not to zoom too much, but I need to see those pixelated lines. They give me comfort for whatever reason. I need to take a sip of water, guys. So it's gonna sound because it's water with gas, so I'm afraid. Okay. Water. Delicious. Maybe I need to look up some copyright free music and put on the. Oh, I know what we can do. We can use the rate. Yeah, I need to look up copyright free. Oh, this one came out nice. Copyright free music. I'm trying to have. So I'm trying not to do this because I know that if I go nice and easy, I can end up. See, I can. I know that I'm trying to be faster, like have confidence that my stroke will go where I want it to go, and this one came out fucking terrible. I've done better. So when I'm doing this, I'm actually looking here, here, and my end goal, which is here. So I'm trying to. Hmm. Oh, oh, this one's tough. I'm gonna have to. There you go. Come on, hand, you can do it. How would this one look? Oh man, no. Doesn't look like somewhere here. That. Hmm. That's what I call a plane in perspective. Oh. Oh yeah, I need to do it in one stroke. Ah. Oh, I didn't touch the. Looks more like a circle. This one. Oh, this is really tough. And this one's. Yeah, this one's come out. It'll go through here, and then I guess through here. I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna check how badly off I am by going to my ellipse tool and change the enough. A little bit off. Too bad. Too many scratches and I went outside the plane. I think I did this one too big. Alright. This one I came outside the plane, so it's gonna be bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see this one. Not too bad. I should pick a different color. Yeah, this one came out poopy. Like this. Look at where the circle should have been. Should have been all the way out here. I went too safe, and what I should have noticed is that the more the plane in perspective is, like the closer the circle is going to be going to the corners. And I'm sure this one's completely wrong. Yeah. So let me go down. The way this one should have been is here's. See, I should have like. I was afraid to use all of this, but okay. Lesson learned. So I'm gonna keep going. me check how that one looks. Yeah, I'm not doing too well with the ones that are a bit more. Not that are a bit more affected by the perspective. But I'm sleepy for some reason. I got so many more to go. It's like they never end. Kind of like me taking forever to do the lessons. I'm still in lesson 1 after like a year. This one was nicer. The more squish the planes are, the harder it is. So I've got a couple more left. Come on, guys, we can do it. I definitely hope you are following me as I do this, because just watching me do it won't help you. This exercise you gotta it's for muscle memory, is for the control of the line, is for how you. I mean, it's helping me because I'm practicing. If you're just looking, it's not gonna help. You need to get a pen and a paper and do it. If you have a tablet, do it with it. This one was terrible. If you have a tablet, do it with a tablet. If not, you do it with a pen. You can get some. I mean, the Wacom draw that I used for years. Um, you can get it for like $100. I'm not saying it's cheap. I know $100 for others can be like really expensive, but if you can always get it secondhand as well. Um, but you don't need a Cintiq to practice, or like the ultimate Wacom tablet. You can search for, I don't like this one, for used Wacom products. Sorry guys, excuse me. Um, so you can have, so you can practice and get over that weird misassociation one has when you draw on a tablet, but you're not really looking at your hand. You can get, I'm sure you can find a used Wacom Art tablet. Not small, it's too small. I think medium is a pretty good size for it. Um, you could probably get a used one for 50 or something like that in a good condition. Um, and you don't need to subscribe to paying programs to practice. If it's just drawing, I would. There's so many others like Krita, GIMP. GIMP was, I mean, I used GIMP for a long time and I also had Photoshop, but because of the subscription in certain circumstances, I found Clip Studio Paint and I tried it. It was on sale and I definitely bought it. I haven't looked back since. I do all my PC drawings on Clip Studio Paint. This is probably just be almost like a line. So the last three, and then I'm gonna turn off the panels, like the line out of the panels, to see if they actually look like they're in perspective, or is it like an eye trick that because I'm seeing the planes, I'm also seeing the ellipse in perspective. Okay, so it turned out. And that's what they would look like. Not gonna lie, without the panel and without any form of guidance, I would almost say these are like straight on circles, and it's not until I see the distinct oh, distorted lights of the panels that I realize they're in perspective. I'll do the next page with this transform like that, so it's not all the same. Let's see here, and this would be my page 2, and I'll be doing that for next time. So I'm gonna show you this pretty face one more time because I love it. As I say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's been. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a sip of water, guys, because I can't. I really can't. I'm thirsty. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I'll try to be more consistent about it. I had someone reach out in ArtStation. Let me check their name. I'm not signed in. Let me sign in. Sometimes in the phone app, I like get randomly signed out from ArtStation. Can I see my messages in my phone? Yes, yes, I can. So I had a fellow artist called Nicolas Garcia reach out to me in ArtStation saying that we should probably pump each other up so as to upload videos because he noticed that I hadn't loaded a video in a while on YouTube. So I thank him for that. He kind of like put the fire under my butt so I can get drawing. I mean, I have been drawing, it's not I have not. It's just that setting up the OBS and streaming and all that stuff. I kind of didn't want to. But I'm trying to get over that, and I'll try to definitely do at least. I mean, the least I could do without it being too troublesome is a video a month, which is not too hard. I mean, I should be able to do that, right? Hopefully, I'll be able to get somewhere before 2021 with a, somewhere with the Drawbox lessons, not physically because we can't freaking go anywhere right now. Um, that's it. That's all I have to say. And let me show you this beautiful, gorgeous baby again. I love it. I love my pumpkin. It's so cute. I love my little spider. Um, I really liked. It's the few times I've actually liked how something turns out. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. This is done. Go draw. Keep drawing.